Welcome to 5 Minute Salute. I'm your host, Chris Budihas, and today's segment is sponsored by the Military Affairs and Veterans Department of the City of Jacksonville. Harrison Conyers' team squaring away our veterans with the benefits they earn through their military service. Talking about veterans from San Francisco, I have Chris Starling with NPower. Chris, how are you?
Doing great. Good to see you, Chris.
It's good to see you. Thanks. Your mother named you well, as I tell people. So, yeah. Thanks for taking time. Number one, let's talk about you first. So, where are you originally from and what you do in the Marine Corps?
Born in Germany, primary school in the Scottish Highlands, high school in Rhode Island, college in Virginia, Marine Corps scholarship, infantry. Went in 1988, just in time before Desert Storm. Was in 1st Battalion, 1st Marines, spent some time in 3rd Battalion, 3rd Marines, and I was fortunate enough to command 2nd Battalion, 2nd Marines, and the 23rd Marine Regiment. And I had an amazing career with some amazing B-billets off the grid. And, I really enjoy right now staying connected to the service through what I do.
Yes, sir. Well, first of all, thank you for your service. No doubt, not lost on me. I can see your, as they call it for our civilian friends out there, I love me wall. I mean, you had an awesome career, and no doubt, I mean, you spent some time in some of those garden-loaded locations around the world we typically don't travel to as tourism, or tourists. So thanks a lot for your service. So NPower, what is NPower and how do you do what you guys do?
Okay, so NPower has been around for about 20 years, and it has a mission to create pathways to prosperity by launching tech careers for young adults and military connected. Military connected includes active duty, it includes veterans, it includes spouses, in some cases even dependents when they qualify. And we do that through training, through professional development, and then a job placement on the back end. It's 100% free.
Wow, that's my favorite price, is free. During your time, or last 20 years, first of all, that's awesome. They've been around that long and they've been serving veterans and their spouses. What kind of changes in growth have you seen, and what's the future of NPower?
The future of NPower is that we're moving along with technology. Our flagship course is still Tech Fundamentals. We want to bring people into our classes who they know how to use email, they know how to use their smartphone, they play video games. You can monetize that with a few classes and with some basic certifications. And for 4 years, I ran NPower California, where I had a mixture of young adults and veterans, and putting them through a class and having them land a job on the back end was very rewarding. One of the kids that even went through my class was my son's interpreter from Afghanistan.
Oh, wow.
His name was Sammy. English is his 4th language. He earned only 1 out of the 3 certificates, but he was able to land a job at a company called Estrella, and they farmed him out to YouTube. So he's the only person I know who went from Ghazni to Google. And he's been there for about 2.5, 3 years. Working at the YouTube headquarters in San Bruno, California. And we've done this for thousands of veterans and also veteran spouses. And my program, I run a SkillBridge program. I focus specifically on active duty in their transition within 6 months of getting out. It's a really great opportunity if you can get it.
Yes, sir. No, I appreciate that because, when I was the chief of staff at Fort Benning, it was kind of, I won't say controversial, but there was a question like, who should be using SkillBridge? When should you contact the company? Because some companies are already registered with SkillBridge, some are not. But it doesn't mean if they're not that you can't be. When should folks, if they want to get in your SkillBridge program, when should they start to consider, reaching out to NPower and having those conversations to kind of lock in the SkillBridge opportunity?
For veterans and veteran spouses, anytime. You can just go to the website and look what's being offered. For those who are on active duty transitioning, 6 to 8 months. And it's interesting you mentioned that. In my research, before we were a SkillBridge partner, we had to apply and be accepted. I went to the heads of the services and their manpower, and I heard the same thing. SkillBridge is killing us. And 6 months away, this is unsatisfactory. We're losing hours of work from good people. So after negotiating with them, I figured out that 10 weeks was a great point. So I was able to take 10 weeks and then figure out how can I make someone a cyber warrior in 10 weeks.
Wow.
And we came up with a really great formula for that. And I tell people when they join my class, I go, don't think this is terminal leave and you're going to sit around and,
Yeah.
have a beer and put your feet up. It's boot camp again, and it's a cyber boot camp, so it's hard. But on the back end, you're going to roll into a pretty decent job. And
Yeah.
we have an 84% placement rate at the back end.
Wow.
And again, some people are like, hey, you know what? I did this, but I want to sell cars with my cousin Louie back in Paducah. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's okay. But 86% is a pretty strong success rate for placement. And we have about a 96% pass rate in terms of graduation.
That's amazing. What other bits of information about NPower would you like to highlight?
Yeah, so NPower is in several regions. They're in New York, New Jersey, Maryland, North Carolina, Ohio, Missouri, Texas, out in California. And if we have veterans out there, veteran spouses, you can look at the NPower website and we train people for free. Where do I get my money? I go out and raise it from corporations. We get some government grants, and we also look at foundations that will support our work. And so we're able to do things for free. And I love the idea of going from defending the nation to defending our networks, right?
Oh, I appreciate that. Yes, sir.
It's a natural move. If you can fight on the physical terrain, you can adapt that to be a warrior in the digital domain.
No, I appreciate that. I mean, we're an international show. I mean, obviously the internet goes worldwide. So for those companies that have time, treasure, and talent, but specifically treasure, I think this is an investment into their future workforce. So as a 501c3, you guys are obviously prepared to have a conversation with them for both investment. And to me, if they develop a strong relationship, like you're talking about Gosney, the Google, I mean, wow, what a pipeline of people that serve, that have all those intangible values you want an employee. Now they are armed with this knowledge and information that they can bring into the company. That's a huge value proposition.
Yeah, my boss asked me to put something together on, hey, how many people out of the SkillBridge program are still in the same job after a year? And it was 76%. And
Wow.
that includes some people who got poached by other companies or promoted into another role. So there is a place for, more than you think you do about technology and about cybersecurity. And this is an industry that's going to be around. Even with AI, you're still going to need humans in that cybersecurity chain. And there's a big thing around compliance right now. There's a lot of new cyber compliance jobs coming online that pay pretty well. And for the SkillBridge program, helping someone transition in a seamless way, your financial health is related to your mental health in a lot of ways. And if you have a little bit of financial cushion, and you're not so stressed out about, hey, I'm getting out, I don't know where I'm going to go. If you know you have a pathway and companies actually that want to hire you, the other cool thing about SkillBridge is most of my students have a secret or top secret clearance.
Yep.
In my case, I lost that 4 months after I got out of the Marine Corps. My TS-SCI clearance went away. A lot of cyber companies are like, what, you have a clearance? And they want to hire people with a secret or a top secret clearance. And that helps them. And so I look at several things with our sponsors or our funders is like, hire my graduate first, see how they do for you. Then I'll come and ask you for money.
That's phenomenal. And that's testimony, right? If you're willing to say that, that means you're willing to back your product, and your product being your students who are, I'd call America's treasure as veterans. Chris, thank you for your service to the Marine Corps, or in the Marine Corps, to our great nation. Thanks for what you're doing in NPower to really empower our veterans and their spouses in this post-military journey they're on. And I look forward to staying in contact. And I'll encourage folks to take a look at what you're doing if they got the time, treasure, and talent to pour it right into NPower. So thank you.
Yep, we're always recruiting at NPower, so happy to bring new people on board and create tech moguls and cyber warriors of the future.
That's awesome. Thank you, sir. Hey, folks, you like what you heard? reach out to both Chris and I on LinkedIn. Take a look at NPower. What a phenomenal organization. If you're in need and you fit in one of those buckets, you're a veteran, you're a service member, you're a spouse, then take a look. You got a great opportunity to arm yourself, and if you're looking for a new career or a pivot in your current career path, then what a great way to do that. If you're one of those companies, you got time, treasure, and talent, or just an individual, and you're curious, reach out to Chris and then take a look at what NPower can do and what you can do for them. So we'll see our next segment, Live with Gratitude.
When they leave us for battle, we await their return. When their embrace is gone, we imagine them with us. Some don't come back. We grieve. Some come back hurting. We help. Heroes survive. We honor them. Heroes fall. We remember them. 150,000 veterans live in Jacksonville. We serve them. We're the Military Affairs and Veterans Department, City of Jacksonville. Because of them, our light never dims.